Every big tech company has grown to dominance by building better digital experiences. It's all about putting the customer at the very center of what you do and delighting users. And increasingly, those experiences are informed by data, user behavior data, second and third-party data. And it's changing the landscape of financial services, and it's created a perfect storm for the application of AI. How could you imagine a better opportunity in terms of using data to inform experiences as compared to what you can do in financial services? The opportunity is immense. Hi, I'm Craig, and this is Mark. We're the co-founders of Finalytics.ai. We're delighted to be here today to share our platform with you, and we're joined with Tom Novak, our client from Visions Federal Credit Union. Tom, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, Mark, thanks for having me, or Craig, thanks for having me. And I see you brought out the baby blue, so nicely played.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind thoughts on my appearance today. Thank you.
Well, I'm the Chief Digital Officer at Visions Federal Credit Union, and we've partnered with Finalytics to bring dynamic personalization to our members. If we look at the history of Visions and where we came from, we were founded over 55 years ago with IBM employees. And those relationships were built on trust and relevance as we help people through their financial services journey. But the challenge today is, fast forward 55 plus years, and we have a digital first world that's in front of us. So how do we create dynamic personalization at scale to be there for our members in their moments of need?
That's awesome. I know you've invested a lot in terms of setting the strategy for Visions as a kind of digital first credit union. How does Finalytics fit into that strategy?
It's really the centerpiece of a lot of what we do, because even if we're innovating, we have to go ahead and get the message out there to the right member at the right time in their right moment of need. So an example of that is a university partnership we have with a local university in Binghamton. We just finished a great orientation event, and if you can imagine when you were going to college, or maybe you had some kids who recently went to college, it's a very frightful time as you're going onto campus. And so we're sending them a personalized message that's welcoming them to not only the university, but Visions Federal Credit Union. That of all the things that they have to worry about, they shouldn't worry about where they can get their financial services from. So here we are with that personalized experience.
That's awesome. And we see so many credit unions that are looking for opportunities to engage with new membership via university partnerships, and that geolocation is a pretty compelling feature, right? The ability to offer up an experience that is targeted to visitors that are showing up from that university in that time frame. But it's not just universities, it's also different locations. I know you guys are doing some pretty big things in expansion into New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey is a big growth market for us as we're all trying to grow membership and share of wallet. So when we look at a growth market like New Jersey, in this case Hackensack, we take a different voice and tone and inflection. We have a little bit more fun with it. And because of this, we've seen click-through rates on credit card campaigns as high as 80%. Really unheard of. And then when we look at our total conversion rate, over 270% lift in our conversion rates when we personalize with things like geo-targeting.
It is pretty amazing. I mean, 272%. Mark, what's traditional conversion rates for banking experiences?
For a typical bank or credit union, when you look at their website, the average conversion rate is just a little bit shy of 1%. So 1% of the sessions turn into a completed application. As Tom just mentioned, when you have this level of personalization, all of a sudden you see 2x and 3x, that type of conversion rate. Now, we're not just personalizing towards industries and organizations and geographies. We're also letting the machine learning find clusters of visitors based on unintuitive attributes so that the machine learning tells us which products to promote to different groups. And here's an example of a sort of an unintuitive group. Visitors from Pennsylvania in a certain age range that are using the Edge browser and coming in from Bing. It's recommending that these people are most likely going to convert with a RV loan. And so when a visitor, an anonymous visitor, comes to the site and they match those attributes, this is the experience that they see, a nice RV out on a lake. Now, it's not just enough to know what product to promote to the visitor. The tags are also looking at behaviors across multiple visits across a journey to keep track of a visitor and know what to say to those folks. Now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to trigger some auto loan type behaviors so that it starts to promote an auto loan to me. Now, I would imagine a scenario where in the past, maybe I visited from a military base, or it's seen that I have a VA loan. It's going to promote the same product, but it's going to change the messaging based on what it knows about me. Or if I've interacted with a student credit card campaign in the past, again, same product, it's changing the messaging based on what it knows about me.
That's great. And I know, so we're talking so far about the unauthenticated public experience, but that's really only a small portion of the battle, right? It's really deeply understanding the members and customers you already have. And I know you're doing some pretty big things with NYDIG that was just up on the stage earlier in crypto.
Yeah, just with Ram coming off the stage a moment ago, we were one of those early adopters of buy, sell, and hold of Bitcoin. So we know that we can take that rich individual transaction data, we can couple it with the behavioral data, and get a message out there for the right segment at the right time. So when Mark is entering into the back end of Finalytics here, different cryptocurrency exchanges that our members might be doing business with, Coinbase, Binance, and so forth, we can go ahead and get a targeted message for them to get their crypto on. But we don't want everybody to see this message, because I don't want my grandma calling me, what does it mean to get her crypto on, and then asking if there's an AARP discount. We need to make sure the right people are hearing it at the right time.
It's a polarizing product. I mean, it's not for everybody. We hear a lot of, it really kind of divides people. But if you want to be in those conversations that matter, this is certainly one of them. The ability to target and segment users that are already in that category is an awesome platform and an awesome opportunity to be able to drive deeper experiences. But Finalytics isn't just about helping you sell more stuff, whether that's to a prospective or a current customer. It's also about you delivering a better service experience in those kind of moments that matter, humanizing that experience. Tom, can you talk to the mortgage experience?
The holistic experience and the relationship we want to forge with our members really runs the gamut. So beyond selling, we want to celebrate those big moments in their lives. So after somebody finances their home, we want to tell them congratulations and how we can help them make that process a little bit easier as they set up automatic payments or they look to do other types of financing in the future. So it's also there to let them know we're here to support and guide them.
That's great. And so we want to thank you all for your attention during the presentation. In summary, Finalytics enables community financial institutions to easily personalize their digital experience and segment the right content, the right user at the right time. We do it all on a SaaS basis. It's something that you can turn on in days, not months. And we're super excited to share it with you all here today, and hope that you can come and join us in our booth and learn a little bit more about how we might be able to help you. So with that, thank you very much.